I'm Taiji Charity. I am the Executive Director of Kids in the Spotlight, an organization that was basically birthed from me on this journey of just discovering God's dream for my life.
How are you guys?
Thank you.
How's it going today?
It's going well.
And wanting to make a difference. And so 8 years ago, I was home one day just kind of like, okay, God, what am I supposed to do? What is my purpose? What is my purpose? And I remembered a group of girls that I met in foster care a few years prior, and in their own way, they kind of charged me to pay it back, and they didn't even know it. They were misbehaving and kind of acting out, and I thought, you know what can I do to give back? What can I do to make a difference in their lives? And Kids in the Spotlight was birthed, and it's basically an organization that goes into foster care facilities, training kids in group homes how to write, cast, and star in their own short films, providing a pathway for healing, growth, and employment opportunities. So that's pretty much the mission and the focus of our organization. And all of that culminates into what we call a Movies by Kids screening and awards celebration. It's our version of the Oscars. We bring in Hollywood professionals to watch their films, and we give them awards for Best Actor, Best Screenplay, Best Story. We pick them up in limousines. We dress them, do their hair and makeup. It's our version of the Oscars. And so that's Kids in the Spotlight in a nutshell. That's what we do. That's who we are. When you see that they can use their pain or the trauma that they've been through and tell a story about it and overcome it, it's a beautiful experience to see them go from what I call cocoons when we first meet them to beautiful butterflies that are just flying all over the set, making beautiful films.
My name is Asia Johnson, and I'm 15 years old. My birthday was March 31st, and I like to write. I had auditioned for 3 films. I didn't know which one I wanted to pick, but then I got picked for The Missing Piece, so I was in The Missing Piece. But I wrote Caged. This experience was really great for me. I feel like Kids in the Spotlight is more than an organization. It's like a blessing, because how can a lot of people just come in and help foster? That's really good. When I first heard it, I was like, what? Kids in the Spotlight? All these people want to come and help foster, because I never experienced that. And then I came here, and I could tell people really care about us, and that was awesome. It really gave me like warm around them.
My name is Lee Aronson. A little bit about myself. I was a television writer-producer for about 35 years, and now I'm retired and making documentaries. I started a long time ago on a show called The Love Boat. That was my first writing job. I worked on shows Charles in Charge, Who's the Boss, Murphy Brown, Race Under Fire, Sybil. I co-created 2.5 Men, and I executive produced Big Bang Theory for the first 4 years. Working with Kids, it's a charity that my wife and I support through our foundation, and I think it's a terrific thing to do for the kids, and I've been looking forward for a couple of years now to having the opportunity to actually direct one. The name of the film is Children of the Sun, and I don't want to give much away. It's about a girl who is in danger of being lost to drugs. I think it's a message, it's really just a message of hope, that there's always a way back. I think anybody who has a passion for telling stories should do so. And today, the barriers to entry are so low. You know, you can make movies with phones, you can make movies, you know, in your backyard, and they look really great, you know, and you can put them on the internet. You don't have to wait for somebody to say yes to you. Say yes to yourself. Thank you all for being here and helping out. Really appreciate it. It's going to be a long, quick day. We've got a lot of setups to do. So in this case, the perfect is going to be the enemy of the good. We're going to get it as good as we can, as quick as we can.
Action! Good morning, children of the sun. We are gathered here today to worship our Lord and Yellow Savior, the sun. Pray with me. Pray with me. Pray with me. Cut! Great. Got the... Okay.
And then we're going to move on. The reason we're doing this is for fun and for learning, and nobody's career is at stake. So let's just relax and have a good time, and thank you. Bravo.
Here on the set of Caged, Kids in the Spotlight, Kids Filming Day. Been here from the beginning, watching them go through casting, screenwriting, table reads, all of it, and this is so exciting. I'm so proud of each and every one of these young people. You're amazing. The day she comes after my job, though, it's on. It's on. Don't feel bad. It's acting. It's not real. We'll pull it back tomorrow. Good job. I'm getting your head. All right. Good to see you.
Pick up right here. We need
My name is John Murray Jr. and work for CBS Set Lighting at the Radford Studios. CBS provides the lighting equipment and the grip equipment for kids. So we come out, myself, Wayne Allen Lee, George Galvez, Tony Verdino, and sometimes Mike, the driver, and we all come out and help set up the equipment. And next thing you know is just this wild ride of an amazing journey that we've been on now for 3 years. A very important aspect is giving kids hope. I think the main thing that Kids actually does is give an introduction to a side of an amazing business that most people really don't know. So that's why I'm very happy that CBS got us involved, because the kids get to see a different side of it. You'll see the final product, but just know that there's a lot of things that journey that leads to that final product, and especially with these films, that everything that goes into it, from lighting to, being on location.
My name is Munich, officially Robert Munich, but everyone around here just calls me Munich, which is what I love. That's what my family calls me, and everyone here is family. I've done everything from Empire to creating a new show on DirecTV called Ice, to working with Dr. Dre on Apple's new scripted show that's going to drop this summer, to writing the Channing Tatum movie, Fighting. I've been doing this for a long time. I've been doing this since I came out to LA when I was 18, so I've been doing this a long time. Mo McRae got me involved with kids. So I've known Mo for a while, and he said to me, Munich, I'm part of this organization that is just unbelievable, change your life. And I love Mo, so anything Mo brings to me, talks to me about, I knew it was going to be special. And the minute I set foot here, that was it. I was so hooked that there was no version of me not doing this year after year after year. This is truly, of everything I do, from the movies to the TV shows I do all year round. I get emotional, but this is my creative heart every year, to come here and do this with these kids. Nothing fills me up the way this day and this weekend and these weeks of rehearsal does. Yeah. I hope the kids just get the platform they deserve, I hope that people recognize how beautiful they are and how talented they are and how gifted and special they are. And, these are kids who go through their days invisible in a lot of places. And conversely, they are in situations that some adults couldn't make it through day to day, and they're doing it. So to come here and give them this opportunity and this platform, I would do anything for them. They know that I would show up and just do anything for them. and the staff is amazing. You know, it's like I said, this is family. You know, this is family for me. It's a lifelong endeavor for me. I just think, like, you know, this is an opportunity for anyone, from the highest level of filmmaker to beginning filmmakers, to really take an opportunity to come here and volunteer and lend their craft, because, you know, there's so many talented people making these movies with these kids that I just think anyone who steps into this at any level is going to love it. So my advice is, whatever you could put on paper, write it. Whatever you could put in a camera, shoot it. Whatever you could put in your mouth, say it. That's it.
I'm Nadine Ellis, and I have gotten involved with Kids in the Spotlight through, of course, the amazing, the dynamic, the superwoman herself, Taiji Charity. I was on a show called Let's Stay Together on BET. And so basically she said, you know, we're going to do these workshops. I'm wondering if you'd be interested in being a part of it. And I said, tell me how I can be of use. You let me know what I can do and I'm there. And so I've had the pleasure of being a part of the workshops for the most part with Reggie Gaskins, and some of the screenwriting sessions, you know, just kind of helping them develop the ideas that they were thinking about, and also offering them ways to, as you write, to be your own producer. And I think so much about performance, especially on screen, is being given the permission to express what we're all thinking. So my advice for any budding actors out there is be yourself. And sometimes that's the hardest thing to be, right? Because we're all kind of guessing and questioning and not sure what the right answer is. And the most compelling thing that you can bring onto camera is yourself. So really find what you're trying to say, like what it is that you connect with, what it is that you are inspired by, and go after that. What I think this program in particular has for kids is really to nurture that, to really find yourself. And that is something that is really compelling on screen, but just in life, right? We are most attracted to the people who are unique and interesting in their own way. Like, we're drawn to those people who are like, oh, you're funny, or oh, you're different. Like, oh, you don't pull any punches. You don't have any problem saying exactly what's on your mind. And I love that this environment really nurtures a sense of self, and to be unafraid to show that.
My name is Reggie Gaskins. I am a writer, actor, and filmmaker. That's the quiet version. Let me just keep it real. I'm a writer, I'm an actor, I'm a director, I'm a filmmaker. I love doing what I do. I've been involved with Kids in the Spotlight since day one. 8 years I've been working with the kids and loving every minute of it. I'm the writing instructor and acting instructor. And, basically we start them off teaching them how to write a script, how to write their short film, then to see and guide them in the talent that they have, so that when the directors come in during the casting session, I try to get them to shine at the level where they shine best, as opposed to pushing them outside of their comfort zone. I try to get them to shine right where they are, and then I do push them outside their comfort zone. I do push, I ain't gonna front. And this program raises their self-esteem. From the writing standpoint, we teach them you can write the end of your story. So instead of them feeling like my story is what it is and it's bad, it's never going to be any better, you can write what your story is, and now you've given yourself hope because you've written your own hope, and you can go live that out. To be around these kids and have knowledge of where they come from, and know that you can help them, guide them, mold them, take them emotionally and mentally to a better place, there's no better feeling than that. There's no greater feeling from a volunteer standpoint to know I just helped this kid, and his future now can be better than what it was going to be before any of us as volunteers came into their life. You can't beat that. You can't buy anything better than that. I don't care how many times you've been to Roscoe's. It ain't better than helping these goddamn kids. I'm trying to tell you what I know. This is what I tell the kids. Don't waste your time. No one can tell you that you can't dream to be whatever it is you want to be. So dream, put in the work, and make that climb, because the harder the climb, the better the view.
My name is Katie McLean. I'm a director and producer and writer, and I'm a friend also of the amazing Robert Munich. And he asked me to come on board with Kids in the Spotlight, and as soon as I heard about it, I was like, yeah. I started in show business when I was 9 years old, so I was a professional child actor. My parents divorced when I was 12, and I became the breadwinner. My father disappeared, and then my mom got cancer when I was 17, and she died when I was 25. So I understand what it's like to live in a pretty kind of scary kind of situation, having to be super responsible even when you're really, really young, and having to take charge of your own life before you're really ready to. When I met my now husband, he told me he had a foster son, and he was a young man that John met when he was 6 years old. So when I met Paul, I was like, wow, what a great guy. And we just became really good friends. So I knew that it was important and special, and foster kids could have an amazing relationship with their foster parents. So I thought, wow, this is a cool opportunity to meet some more foster kids and see if I could kind of give them a boost of support and let them know that there's good things out there and a good future for them.
Do you want a chicken wing?
Did you just call me cute and offer me a chicken wing? Who do you think you're talking to? Colonel the Clown? They call me B-Chill. Don't you ever call me cute, and while you interrupt me, I was jamming. Answer me!
I'm just one of those people that really enjoys giving, and I like making people laugh. And I feel like the arts for me certainly have been a saving grace. So whenever times are tough or life is hard, for me, I've turned to the arts. There's always something that can be expressed and understood by participating in an artistic experience. I want to make sure that what I've learned about how to be strong and how to be brave and how to fight for what you want is something I can come and bring to these kids and encourage them to follow their dreams no matter what their backgrounds are, no matter where they came from, to recognize that they have something to give, something special inside themselves. I think it's really important for kids to remember that they are whole just because they exist. That they can recognize who they are and they can find something about themselves that they like and hang on to that and find out things out in the world that they like and pursue those things. That combination of liking yourself and liking things about the world will be the path that you can follow. And that's really all any of us have, is the path that's right there in front of us. So if they can make the best of the situation that they have now, that will lead to the next step and the next step and the next step. And you never know, where one step at a time, where you'll end up.
My name is Antonio. The executive director, founder is my wife, so I just help in whatever way I can. Wasn't for me, this ship could not float. Sometimes I teach the acting class to the kids. It's a rewarding experience. As the program grows, the system works more and more. The way we operate on the actual shoot days, people are getting better at the jobs. We're understanding things more. So some of the pitfalls and challenges that we had in the past, we've overcome and don't have to deal with so much now. So it's truthfully, it's getting better and better, easier and easier each time. I would like to see more people support Kids in the Spotlight financially. I would invite people to come to the annual film festival and awards program to see the culmination of a year's worth of work. I would invite people to come to the various facilities where we're teaching the kids during the 10-week sessions. I would invite people to come on the day of the actual shooting of the films so they can see how the kids are engaged. And when you see the kids in the classes during the process, when you see the kids on the day during the shoot, in costume, in character, performing or watching others perform in the scripts that they wrote. When you see kids at the award ceremony and the excitement and the enthusiasm and you see just how much of a difference the program makes to them on those occasions, then I think people will be more encouraged to support it, to understand exactly what this program is doing and to understand more precisely the impact that it's having on the kids. So I invite you to be where the kids are.
My name is Donna Malamud. I got involved with kids, I think I'm involved already 3 years. I have become volunteer coordinator for kids.
I'm volunteer coordinator, I'm always saying, and we have our end of the year with Ty Burrell. Always. Always like, okay,
I think one of the most amazing things that happened to me that I knew I wanted to stay with kids and really help out, definitely to help Greg and Taiji, but on top of that, when I went to the first awards ceremony that I went to and I saw one of the girls dressed to the nines, makeup, hair, everything, and she saw her name on the poster, the beautiful posters that our graphic artist Sandra makes, and the tears, the mascara, the makeup, everything starts rolling down. She just could not believe that her name was in lights. And that moment just is an imprint in my mind. It's life-changing. Taiji, who is our incredible creator, is one of the most gracious, incredible human beings on the face of this earth, and gives back and her big line is, it's all about the kids. And I think that everybody should have an opportunity to be involved with us in some way.
Hey guys, I'm Tanika Ray. So I've been in Hollywood TV for a very long time in acting. I've been a television host, I've been directing, and couldn't be more thrilled to be hanging out with the kids at Kids in the Spotlight. I've had my eye on this organization for a long time, and every time I mention it to someone, they're like, what? That's the most incredible thing I've ever heard of. The kids are inspiring. What people are able to donate to the cause it just takes my breath away. The time that the crews spend and the directors spend, and the time that Tamisha and Taiji spend on this is, girl, they're going to heaven. That's all I have to say. And anytime that I can sort of squeak by and be a part of it, I'm thrilled. So call me, girls. I'm ready to judge. I did judging once. That was the best ever, because you can't believe like the project that they produce. It's quite impressive. So I watched a little bit of Cage today, and I'm about to go check out a couple more. They're killing it. Thanks, guys. Thanks for impressing upon me that anything is possible, and thanks for inspiring me, kids. I'm going to pass it on to my little one that I brought today. So my 2.5-year-old is looking at you, and she's going, wow. It's awesome.
My name is Persevere Freedom Triumph. I'm 19 years old, and I used to be in Maryville Group Home, which is where I met Kids in the Spotlight, and they inspire foster youth like myself to write our own stories, create our own short films, star in them, and have the real like industry feeling, you know? And so I did a short film called Seussville a couple of years ago with her, and I've been working with her every year ever since, because I mean, I don't want to be apart from Kids in the Spotlight. It's literally got me into acting, and it put my foot in the door. You know, now I'm in SAG, and I'm starting to do more and more work, and my dreams are coming true. And I owe most of my joy and my accomplishments to Kids in the Spotlight. So yeah, I'm at home now, but that can't keep me away from coming and helping out and keep working.
The kids make their own films about Kids in the Spotlight, movies for them and movies for other people. So my mommy discovered that, then she discovered her own Kids in the Spotlight so they can make their own movies. So that's pretty much what Kids in the Spotlight is about. Other people just like to make films. Sometimes they mess it up wrong, but they start over again. Movies by film, movies, kid films for them and for other people. That is why they have so many t-shirts for Kids in the Spotlight, breakfast food and other stuff. When you get out to go somewhere like a movie. It's all for kids in the spotlight, and that's why they have signs about kids in the spotlight. So that's what Kids in the Spotlight is about.
Go kids!
Go kids! Go kids!
Go Kids in the Spotlight.
But Asia's here doing it, looking well. This is how we do it when we rock well. Kids in the spotlight all day long. This is how we do it. We can't stop till the break of dawn. You want to holler at your boy? No, holler at your girl, because this is what we do. It's Kids in the Spotlight world.
Hey! The future of Kids in the Spotlight is, trust me, it's so far beyond our budget. But I really see us being in this type of creative environment with foster kids almost like a 24/7 thing. I really see us expanding into a performing arts boarding school where we have these kids where they're going through their core curriculums, and then from there they're going off in their different areas of the arts where they thrive. And I don't know how far away that reality is, but I am pounding the pavement every day to make sure that we can make a presence and imprint an everlasting change on the lives of foster kids.
This is Taiji Cherry, Kids in the Spotlight founder. Just let me tell you something. And she can attest to this. She's been here since 5 this morning. It's hot. Is it not hot?
It's very hot.
It's been a busy day.
Very busy day.
People moving all this equipment and stuff around.
Everywhere.
Right?
All over the place.
Those would sound like obstacles to giving good performances, right?
Yes.
Tiredness, moving stuff around. The kids, under the direction and leadership of Taiji and the crew, did a great job.
Aww.
This is what leadership does, that ascertains and obtains and gives for you great performances. Leadership. This is leadership right here. You understand what I'm saying? I was on time this year. Every class.
Won't he do
leadership. Yeah, won't he do it?
Won't he do it?
Won't he do it? I was on time. This is what I'm trying to tell you. Leadership. The leadership of Kids in the Spotlight has afforded all of us, but mainly you, the viewing audience, the opportunity to see great work by great kids, all from a great leader. Taiji, ladies and gentlemen.